in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Williams on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Gets it underneath to Blue. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. The Cowboys in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. You talk about this Miami defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They go draw here. Blue. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go!
Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Yeah, here we go!
Play fake. Here's Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And unable to get downhill there, so they'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And past the 40. The 4 is out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better.
He's on his way.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And they're on the 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Yeah! There we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Yeah!
Now Prescott.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go with glue between the tackles. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here, he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. We'll mark him down officially at the 34. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. What do you think?
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now a run here, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Second and 14 at the 35-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54. Yeah, here we go.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up second and long. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage? Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a second and 10.
On to give, this is Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, a 23-yard run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Here we go. Wait, kick.
On the draw, here's Blue. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target well. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. The 20.
He's got the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Aubrey now for the point after.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Two are going to throw.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit,
Including the
Take
two
their
of us.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with his 2nd touchdown here this first half.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one dump underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Prescott down. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 26.
On play action, Prescott. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To a hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart to win this game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now H.A. on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Complete to Washington. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. And the Dolphins
rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Then we're going to 53. Yeah!
They hand it off. It's Blue. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 23.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Hyatt there to grab it.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Go ahead.
Tua to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Remember the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Tua. That's caught by Tucker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Cowboys'
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They're right here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
26 yards.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point forthcoming.
Extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
The score, Cowboys 42, Dolphins 35.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Devontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, come on. A gain of 13 yards.
Looking to pass. Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. Right there, line in.
Now Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. Into the juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Toss play to the right to Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Everyone, kill.
Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They're right here. All right, Brian, go. Out.
Here's a toss left for Achane.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This 2nd and 4.
All right. Ready, team, quick. Turbo 2, ice jab. Turbo 2, ice jab.
Again, it's Achane.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Achane going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Hey, turbo 2.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right to point, ain't it?
The drive starts with a run by Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
35-yard line.
Here comes second down. To throw, Prescott.
That is caught. It's Williams. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now Dak. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Throwing Tua. That's caught by Tucker.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They'll come up now on second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Now Tua. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Tua. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
Yeah, here we go.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now Prescott. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Yeah, they turned the pick six into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go.
Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, here we go. Right. We're going to score right in. 26.
Handoff, Blue running right. Oh, heck of a move. Man.
And he will have the Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Yeah, here we go. Right.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.